a White House who just announced the person of Trump's and that pick that be the next DA secretary to Ollie Jackson, who is the throwing consideration. This comes after days after disturbing allegations of professional misconduct for a senator is supposed to his confirmation of lesbian the right to see and Happy Philip live at the White House. And this is not a shocker of what do we know about cockroaches. Another shock in all in many ways were expected the White House said last night there was decision in him made this morning. I saying you the state that he would travel consideration of the certificate. He is seemingly the allegation, as you mentioned, as several as courses that come for about quarters and to the Senate President Affairs Committee alleging that he used his position to prescribe medication loosely intoxicating on the job and certifications, but Jackson said no are true and many added unfortunately because of washing face falls become a distraction. It's person and they couldn't with dressing past care to our nation's hero. Now this is just another roadblock for this White House. It very struggled with the backnet not companies comfort. They also had a lot of issues at things in the husband's cabinet and is frustrated in this one in a bigger pattern of this side have not having no reason for the cups the Senate of the confirmation and this morning is going to be speaking to short later and you Fox News or someone else to feel that credible be a session class. So just carrying the statement of a Manny Jackson and person going to the spa as if he says, I expected travel westerns. I have to best care for the Bedouins. But I did not expect to dignifying baseless and anonymous attacks by character and the allegation are completely and fabricated. So why is it drop here? So clearly he's veritable one he's a huge structure this White House. Beyond that is the person is Caucasians and the massive of the tens of thousands of planes and having no more experience in government. He is a doctor, he is an officer, he is a military, he is a Republican were concerned he simply was not all fine. So I would want her road to overcome a second hurdle with all of his allegations be brought forward. In some cases, well, almost 2 dozen sources, according to some very fierce committee, and would have been a very difficult to be confronted with this position, especially the Republicans are the very nerve in the Senate. They could not afford to anyone, unfortunately. There is also a bunch of heavier nominees to not get over for Jackson. Very least was working at a very, very difficult uphill battle to Worcestershire. This in Jonah. So it's also on for somebody like Rises up for the VA. This is the day job intense because when a failure for so many would look very good tensions. That was the problem in the coming into this because the press are liking here. His performance the press with a magic president's way no fitness and on Kevin Jeffrey 200. Trump set a low Butler start That was a problem. He's never done anything like this with personal things. Apparently, on top there. That's exactly right. This is the problem Donald Trump's gonna make because a possible decision based up to personally like that. I'm trying to read the word yes. The Dr. Jax praised by praising the possible words. By not very somebody didn't have the worst experience and had the happen problem. Somebody wanna have a conversation and has the people walk. He is a saddle by Jackson to friend. And his allegation to keep back all the Normans, but they hang over 23 and their answer and against them. That's created a completely conversation completely. But a fundamental flaw of the nomination and the lack of experience do the job. Just so good the break that really likes money jacks and did the president of Overtonley's sale at the White House position now? Well, I don't know her without attention really on never. The president and when my one birth bag with cherry on there, I simply don't know what to expect and that it's gonna be difficult having these allegations. I know Jackson followed the sprint lead. The president later for choose one knew this, and the IRA allegations and for trying to disprove them on a kind of a form, and the allegations more cynically, well, why has produced the Democrats in the pointing at the concerns difference projects. I say this is just a fair job and expert. But you know, it goes back to the jobs work is by White House have honest. And whatever circumstance this is nominated with back betting but Trump's with cap. This is because this is operates and in choosing jacks. I get in the book generally it says I think it's her lot.